All right, so in part one, you guys went and did a scavenger hunt all around your house. And this was kind of to demonstrate if you know the layout of your house, you know where to find specific things. Just like in the Bible, if you know the layout of the Bible, you know where to find specific things. Just like in your home, the living room is the center of your house. That's where you gather together as a family. That's where you have most of your time, most likely, and that's where you live. That's why they call it your living room. That's the center of your home. In the Bible, I like to use the analogy of the living room being the Gospels. This is where the center of the Bible is, because it's all about the life of Jesus. So if you're ever going to start reading the Bible, I would highly, highly recommend that you start with the Gospels. These are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. What I want you guys to do right now is to take out that piece of paper and pencil, and I want you each to draw your house. And I want you to make sure to draw certain details that are important into that picture. After you guys draw this picture, I want you to share with your different family members the picture that you drew and the details that you chose to include. Why did you include those details? And maybe discuss what details did other people not include and why. So go ahead and draw a picture of your house and make sure to include important details. So I hope you guys were able to share the drawings that you had with each other and the different details that you included or didn't include in your picture. Now, all of you drew the picture of the same house, but all of them are a little bit different, but also a little bit the same. This is the same with the Gospels. We have 4 different writers that are writing about the life of Jesus, and they're all including different important elements, while others might leave other things out and others might highlight other things. This is really important because they all have a different perspective and they're writing to a different audience. So they're going to include different things. So for example, Matthew is writing to all the Jewish people. So he's going to write in a way that the Jewish people can really understand. On the other hand, Luke is writing to non-Jews. So he tells a lot of stories where Jesus interacted with non-Jewish people, or Luke writes in a way that non-Jewish people would be able to understand. In the same way, Mark was the first one to be written. So it's the shortest and it's pretty quick. Whereas John was the last one to be written, and he wrote it in his old age. So he had years to think about what he was going to write down. So each of these Gospels has really important elements, and it's important that they're each different. That's why the church doesn't just conglomerate them all together into one book, but rather keeps them separate, because they all have a unique perspective for a reason. So keep that in mind when you read the Gospels, that each has a unique perspective for a specific reason. That concludes the second video that we have. Make sure to watch the third video for the third activity and the third lesson that goes along with it.